Have you ever been part of a big tech project? One with a brilliant idea, a ton of buzz, that just completely goes off the rails? The budget explodes, deadlines are a distant memory, and the final product is, well, a letdown. It's a super common story, but you know what? It doesn't have to be. Today, we're going to unpack the one key role that's designed to prevent that exact chaos: the business solutions architect.
So let's just get right into it. Why does this happen so often? I mean, you've got these brilliant business minds on one side and super talented tech builders on the other. So where's the disconnect? What's that missing piece of the puzzle that causes so many projects to just fizzle out?
Well, the simplest answer is this: they're building without a master plan. Just try to imagine a construction site where everyone kind of has a vague idea of the final building, but nobody has the actual blueprint. It's an absolute recipe for disaster, and that's exactly what happens in the tech world. And let's be real, a blueprint is pretty useless without someone who can not only create it, but who can also translate it for all the builders. You need that master architect, someone who speaks both languages, the language of the grand vision and the language of technical, on-the-ground reality.
And that master architect is the business solutions architect. This is the professional who steps right into that critical gap. They literally become the bridge between the business visionaries and the technical teams to make sure that what's imagined is what actually gets built.
So what exactly is a solutions architect? It is so important to understand they are not just another tech expert. It's a strategic role. They start by analyzing what the business truly needs, not just what it says it wants. Then they design that technical blueprint. And, this is the key, they oversee the entire process to guarantee the end result delivers real, measurable value.
Okay, so how do they pull this off? How do they walk into that chaotic situation and create clarity? Well, let's open up their playbook and take a look at the core process that makes it all happen. Their work really breaks down into 4 key stages. First up is analysis. They basically become detectives, interviewing everyone involved to translate big business goals into crystal clear technical requirements. Next comes the design, which is where they create that master blueprint, factoring in everything from security to the budget. Then, they guide the development team, acting as the project's technical North Star, keeping everyone on track. And finally, it is not over at launch. They improve, constantly monitoring the solution to make it even better over time.
Now, you can probably guess a role this critical demands a really unique mix of skills. You can't just be a great coder, and you can't just be a business whiz. A solutions architect has to be a master of both worlds, a true hybrid professional.
And this skill blend is exactly what makes the role so powerful. I mean, of course, technical expertise is the foundation. You got to know your stuff. But just as important is business acumen, so that the solution actually solves a real business problem. Then you need incredible communication and leadership skills to translate between all the different teams and keep everyone aligned. And all of this is powered by some seriously sharp analytical skills to cut through the complexity and find the absolute best path forward. So while those core skills are pretty consistent, the title Solutions Architect can have a few different flavors depending on their focus. Let's take a look at 4 common types you'll probably find out there in the wild. First up, you've got the pre-sales architect. Think of this person as the visionary. They work side by side with the sales team, designing these compelling solutions that show potential clients exactly what's possible, and that helps win the business. Now, once that deal is signed, the implementation architect takes the baton. They are the builder. They take that vision and they work hands-on with the client and the dev teams to bring it to life and make sure it's a successful delivery. Then, if you zoom way out, you'll find the enterprise architect. They're like the city planner for the company. They look at the entire organization's technology ecosystem to create these long-term strategies and ensure all the different parts are going to work together in harmony. And finally, there's the internal architect. Their focus is completely inward. They act as the company's own problem solver, designing solutions that make their own business run smarter, faster, and way more efficiently. All right, so we've covered the role, the process, and the skills. Now let's get to the most important part. How does all of this translate into real-world business value? Let's look at the tangible impact these folks make. Okay, this is really where the rubber meets the road. Architects create value by untangling all that complexity. They design clear, efficient business processes. They architect these really robust systems that can connect with each other seamlessly, making sure information flows where it needs to go. They provide the technical leadership that guides teams to a successful launch. At the end of the day, they transform messy problems into streamlined solutions that actually drive business growth. You know, this quote just captures the entire philosophy perfectly.
The goal isn't just about shipping working software. No way. The real goal is strategic business value, a solution that fundamentally transforms how a company operates. That, right there, is the true measure of a great business solutions architect.
So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a question to think about. Just look around your own organization at your own projects. Where is that gap between a business goal and a technical solution? What communication breakdown or missing blueprint is holding you back? And what kind of transformation could a master architect help you achieve?